Did you know that Destiny has tons of cool secrets and little facts hidden away from the player? Things like this Guardian that are trapped inside your ship. Secrets about the Traveler, or maybe even this weird creature from Nessus. I definitely love making these types of videos, and today we have 5 more facts you didn't know existed in the Destiny franchise. The Traveler is cut in half. The Traveler, our savior sphere that brought us to life. The thing that created the ghost and all the questions we still have after many years of slaying gods. The Traveler is a giant mystery. Old legends from the scrapped Bungie story suggested that the Traveler itself was the cause of the darkness, and that the speaker knew more than what he told us in Destiny 1. I know when I first arrived at the tower and glanced out over the city, my first question was, what's inside of that Traveler? Is there some cool alien god in cryosleep? Is it just a hollow center with all these machine parts around it? What the heck is it? At the end of the Red War campaign, we got a closer look once Gaul was defeated and the giant egg began to burst open. But it looks like we finally may get a sneak peek at what's actually inside the Traveler today. Well, kinda. Apparently, the Traveler model we see in the game is just a half sphere. This of course makes sense because we only see it from one side of the city, but it's still pretty cool to see how the devs pull tricks like this off. I made videos about tricks like this before, specifically the land tank in the Proving Ground strike, where it's not actually moving of course, and they're doing all these effects like animating the pipes and then having some scrolling textures that make it seem like the tank is moving when it's actually not. So we may learn what's inside the Traveler someday, but for now, this is all we got. Wildlife on Nessus. Bungie has always prided themselves in the environments they make. I mean, who wouldn't when they're this gorgeous? Halo skyboxes still look insane after 10 plus years. Next to just having friendly allies and aliens in these environments though, they would litter them with alien species and creatures home to those locations. In Halo Reach, for example, we had these giant monsters in the Nightfall mission. You then had some birds and also fish. Now Destiny is no stranger to these critters either. The first game had some simple things like birds, it was more restricted because it was on older consoles, but Destiny 2 added to this catalog with things like rabbits and dogs in the European Dead Zone, chickens, cats, fish, bats, and even alien creatures on Nessus like these, a frog and a bird dragon looking thing. So this type of stuff really does add to the feel of the world, and glad I took it a step further this time in Destiny 2 over the first game to make players feel like they're actually in these epic worlds. The Guardian inside your ship. In Season 13, the Season of the Chosen last season, there was a ship released from Eververse called the Metropolitan Frigate. Now there's nothing too crazy about this ship if you just take a glance at it, but if you look even closer, there's a Guardian driving your ship around for you. Now this of course was probably just a leftover model so Bungie can scale the ship to the correct size, but I don't think this has happened with any other ship in the game where you can clearly see a Guardian model sitting inside the cockpit. So by the time you're watching this video, Bungie might remove it, but it's kinda cool to have your own little guardian chauffeur around the galaxy. Tigers in Destiny. Destiny actually has some interesting ties to tigers. The game in its early development was actually codenamed Project Tiger when it first began, and over the years that influence and tribute to the animal would appear in things like GDC talks, concept art, and even the final game today. Here is some concept art with these space tigers.
And then we investigated one more choice. The Tiger Man. Some things in world building don't make the cut.
And in the final game, we also receive things like the Festival of the Lost Mask, and the Europa mark from Beyond Light even has a symbol on it as well. We know the giant sphere above our last city is called the Traveler, but how did it get that name, and who named it? Well, as it turns out, the Ares 1 team and mission were the ones responsible for this feat. This crew would head to Mars to meet the ancient alien sphere they dubbed Planet X, as word of its arrival would spread throughout Earth. At this point, the thing had been to other planets in our solar system, and now was the time to figure out what it was here for on the surface of Mars. This, of course, is Destiny 1's intro cinematic if you've never seen it before. The name Traveler actually came from this Ares 1 crew who were playing a game of basketball and the name sort of just popped up. Hardy says, "What, you don't play basketball?" "Of course I do." "Okay, so me and Mihailova against you and Evie." "Oh, we'll wipe the floor with you." "Don't be so sure." "How's the nav coming?" "All told, beautiful, with Mihei's AI and Evie's theories. We don't want to accidentally run into it." "It?" "Moon X." "Ah, too slow." "Hey, no traveling." "Sorry." "Got it." "Not so fast." 2 points, you want to talk about fast? Wait. Huh? Okay, what? Traveling. Moon X. Look, we need to stop even thinking of it as a satellite or a false moon. It's big, but it acts alive. This thing moves with purpose. It's a visitor. It's a traveler. But anyway, Guardians, that's all I got for today's video. Hope you enjoyed some of these facts. I try to throw some interesting development secrets in there as well. And if you'd like to see other videos just like it, we have a bunch on the channel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you, Guardians, in the next one.